Nagmistulang recitation ang hearing ng House Committee on Ways and Means ngayong hapon. Wala kasing makapagbigay ng diretsahang sagot kaugnay sa pagkakaiba ng vape products na planong patawan ng Unified Excise Tax ng mga mambabatas. Ang detalye sa agenda report ni Joash Malimba.
Tila nagtuturuan ang Department of Trade and Industry, Food and Drug Administration at Department of Health sa ginanap na hearing ng Committee on Ways and Means sa Kamara ngayong araw. Sa pagtalakay kasi ng House Bill 5207 o ang panukalang batas na layong magkaroon ng isang Unified Excise Tax, natanong ang resource persons mula sa iba't ibang ahensya kung ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng salt at ng freebase nicotine pagdating sa vape products. Lalo na tila may malaking pagkakaiba sa nakapataw na excise tax sa dalawang produkto. Pinagpaliwanag ng komite si Tina Marasigan, na Director for Health Promotion and Communications Team ng DOH.
Can we just have a distinction between freebase and salt nicotine for the consumption, for the knowledge of the other people here? What is salt base? What is freebase?
Pwede bang ang tanungin natin, DOH ba? Are you
Yes,
in a
Mr. Chair.
Mr.
Chair, I was also requesting the same. Before we proceed with the discussion, can we request DOH to explain salt nicotine and
The former Secretary of Health is calling on our current director. Ma'am, can you state for the record what is your name and designation at the Department of Health?
Good morning, Chair. I'm Tina Marasigan po, the Director for Health Promotion Bureau and Communications Team of the Department of Health. I am not a doctor, so I will be getting the technical expertise of my medical lead for tobacco and vape. But I can discuss, sir, but I don't want to miss the technical differences between the two products po. May we call Dr. Christian Domingo?
Oh, Christian Domingo, where are you?
Also,
Diba?
FDA can also assist us, sir. But apologies, I am not a smoker neither. Pero para po sa kaalaman ng ating mga kababayan, lalo na po sa media. So, the classic vape, ito po yung nakikita natin na kapag hinit-hit, mas malaki po yung usok. Basically. And then the nicotine salt is actually the company beside me, yung Relx po. Probably later you can also discuss the difference of your brand to the conventional types.
Ani Deputy Speaker Janet Garin, tila hindi raw nasagot ng ahensya ang katanungan ng komite.
Who in DOH can identify to us in plain language what is the difference between these two commodities? Pwede ba?
Mr. Chair.
Yeah, take the seat. Hanap ka ng... Dito na lang, kapatid. Go ahead, Deputy Speaker.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, because this is very important, especially when we talk about taxes. Taxes should be commensurate to the impact on health. I believe the DOH did not answer the question that was proposed by the committee. And the question is, what is the difference between salt nicotine and the I think that's the freebase.
Conventional freebase.
Sinubukang ipaliwanag ng FDA ang technicalities ng dalawang produkto, pero halos wala naman daw pinagkaiba ang salt at freebase nicotine base sa hawak nilang impormasyon. Natapos lang ang halos paikot-ikot na usapan kung ano nga ba talaga ang pagkakaiba ng dalawang produkto. Matapos magsalita ni Dr. Maricar Limpin.
So far, tama naman po yung sinabi ng ating FDA representative here, except that with nicotine salts, may tendency pong mas mataas po yung concentration ng nicotine kasi mas mabilis po ang absorption po niya compared po doon sa freebase. As to the harm, both are equally harmful. They can pose harm to the cardiovascular system.
Sa datos kasi ng Department of Finance, nasa mahigit 60 pesos per milliliter ang buwis para sa nicotine salt, samantalang mahigit 6 pesos lang para sa freebase nicotine. Kaya pangamba ng DOF, baka nagagamit ang loophole na ito sa taxation, kaya mas malaki ang bilang ng importation at manufacturing ng freebase nicotine kumpara sa salt nicotine vapor products. Halimbawa kasi, sa datos ng DOF, umabot sa halos 246 million ml of freebase nicotine ang naitalang withdrawal na may halos 1.86 billion pesos worth of excise tax collections noong 2025. Malaki ang discrepancy kumpara sa 1.58 million ml ng nicotine salt na mayroon lamang 84.72 million pesos excise tax collections sa kaparehong panahon.
We respectfully submit that adjustments to excise tax rates must be evaluated carefully, grounded in evidence, and consistent with our health objectives. We note that excise taxes on tobacco and vapor products both serve as critical fiscal and public health tools.
Ayon kay Marasigan, suportado niya ang pagkakaroon ng isang unified excise tax basta hindi ibababa ang presyo ng buwis sa nicotine products sa kasalukuyan. Para naman kay Dr. Limpin, dapat sakop ng unified excise tax pati ang tradisyonal na sigarilyo. Lalo na't pareho raw nakababahala ang epekto nito sa kalusugan ng mga Pilipino. Nagiging gateway na rin daw kasi ang vape para tumangkilik lalo na ang mga kabataan ng traditional cigarettes. Para sa Agenda, Joash Malimban, Billionaire News Channel.
Manatiling nakatutok sa Bilyonaryo News Channel. Sumubaybay sa aming social media accounts at mag-subscribe sa aming YouTube channel para sa mga bago at eksklusibong balita.